What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. You've been thinking it, I've been thinking it. Is Call of Duty actually finally starting to die? I want to talk about this clip, not this clip, but this graph from neroscinema. Flash it on screen here. This is Call of Duty and Warzone monthly active users across about 5 or 6 years worth of data, basically spanning from Black Ops 3 all the way up to Call of Duty Vanguard, and this is not including Call of Duty Mobile. So this chart was talked about a lot in the past couple of days / week. Nero made a video on it, then Exclusive Ace kind of rebutted with it, and then Nero kind of, he didn't make a video, but he kind of said on Twitter, like, yeah, Ace, you're probably right about this. So I just want to jump in real quick and give my 2 cents on it. I did touch on this in a previous video, I forget which one. I didn't talk and show the graph, but I did talk a little bit about it. Now, as far as the graph goes, I don't really believe that, when Modern Warfare dropped, that there was a huge decline, like the chart basically says, where, there's a 49 million in like the start of Modern Warfare, and then it dropped by a lot when Modern Warfare was like a quarter of the way in, and then it suddenly increased again with Warzone. Personally, I just don't really believe that. I feel like there's got to be something else to the story there. I get that the start of Warzone, obviously helped, but I don't think Modern Warfare did that bad. If you look at like the subreddit numbers, like Ace said, if you look at like the YouTube views compared to like the Cold War or Vanguard views at that same time, in the respective years when they came out, no, like it's not even close. Modern Warfare was getting way more views, way more attention, right? Like it just, this chart never made sense to me to begin with, at least, the Modern Warfare and Black Ops portions. I get that, I get that Warzone was pretty much at its peak, late Modern Warfare / early Black Ops Cold War. I think that's when the meta kind of solidified. Everyone was pretty much set with the pandemic. It was also cold at the time, so no one was going outside. I think there was another variant, either Delta or Omicron at that time as well. And now we're kind of out of it and people are going outside. Apparently, it doesn't really feel like it based on my COD lobbies, but yeah, people are apparently going outside. And we're sitting here at 44 million players for Call of Duty Vanguard. And while that seems super low, that's actually pretty in line with where Call of Duty World War II was, Infinite Warfare, even Black Ops 4 to a certain extent. Apparently it's pretty much around that point. So while it's cool that Warzone, really skyrocketed the community, it doesn't seem like it's holding that level of attention. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. If you go on Twitch, a lot of the big guys are barely playing it, or they're playing Rebirth, right? If you go on YouTube, not many people are playing Vanguard, not many people playing Modern Warfare or Cold War anymore. There's just not a lot of content out there. Even the big guys, your Swag, your K3, your big Warzone channels, they're not really doing super hot. They're doing okay, but they're not doing hot. I say all this to say, Call of Duty is on the decline. I don't think it's dying per se. Dying would mean like it's very close to death. That's kind of the way I see it, right? Like technically we're all dying right now, but if you're under like the age of like 40, 50, you're not like dying. You're probably going to die someday, but you're not dying right now. If you're like 85 and sick, yeah, you could say someone's dying, so I don't think like Call of Duty's in that state. I think Call of Duty still has some life to it, but it is on the decline. Maybe it's over the hill. Maybe it's like 45 years old if we're talking like human years, where it's like, oh, you're kind of old now. You probably have a kid. You probably are pretty set in life at this point with your job and career and stuff like that, and you're on the decline now. Not to sound too grim here, for any 45-year-olds watching this, I hope I didn't like scare you off or anything. I just wanted to, put my 2 cents into this little topic here, because I saw it floating around the community. A couple other commentators made videos on it, and I didn't really believe it to begin with. I did think that something was off with Modern Warfare. Despite what you think about Modern Warfare, it did a lot for the community. I know you, me, probably the next guy next to us probably didn't like the maps, didn't like the no dead silence, all that stuff. But it did bring a lot to the casual fan base. There's a lot of casual people out there who enjoyed, and they really enjoyed Modern Warfare. A lot of my casual friends, they got Modern Warfare, they got the next game, they didn't play the next game. Nobody played Cold War, very few people played Vanguard. Real quick side tangent here, speaking of Black Ops Cold War, which you'll probably see gameplay of in the second half of this video, a lot of people commented on my video again saying that they were Black Ops Cold War fans from the jump. I'm not gonna be honest, I don't recognize every single commentator's or comment channel's name. That was very complicated, but you know what I'm saying. I have no way of remembering, if you comment on my channel back then, or if you posted on Reddit somewhere or Twitter somewhere, like I'm not gonna remember that, right? So I don't know. All I can do is take your word for it, but I'm just saying there was a lot of people in the comment section who said they loved Cold War, said they would uninstall Vanguard or Modern Warfare before Cold War. It was kind of nuts. I really didn't see that coming, but hey man, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, like I'm a Treyarch fanboy, you know, but I'll admit when a game's not fun, I'm not going to play it. And so sometimes the games are fun and I'll play them, sometimes they're not, and then I'm not playing it. I didn't want to focus the entire video on this, so let's move on to the next topic here. I want to talk about this Godzilla skin. I'm going to flash a picture of this on screen as well. It's probably the thumbnail too. What is this? Where in World War II was this? I get that, you know, you're going to say, oh, it's just for fun, you know, just have some fun. Like, you don't like it when they do authentic stuff, but when they don't do authentic stuff, you just get mad. I'm all for fun. Guys, listen to me here, all right? If you're like zoning out or whatever, I'm all for fun. But what is this? Why is this a negative thing to buy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are complaining because it's so much easier to see. I have people who bought this skin and won't use it in like league play or like search or like some serious game modes because they don't want to be seen. I get that it's cool. Maybe it's authentic to Godzilla with like the light blue and stuff. I actually saw and picked up the gun, the Breath of Godzilla or whatever it's called. That weapon is fun, you know, the recoil, there's like no recoil. The weapon inspect is nice. There's actually a weapon inspect. I guess weapon inspect is like a paid feature now where you have to pay to use it. But it's cool, but like, why is it a negative? It's a drawback to use. I just feel like, you know, Activision just doesn't think things through sometimes. They're just like, oh, hey, we'll throw this in, you know, it's cool. It's not Fortnite where like, it doesn't matter. You see someone, you see someone. This is like, hey, the game's pretty dark. Hey, that guy could be in like the back of Berlin camping, but I saw he's wearing a Godzilla skin, so boom, I can just snipe him now. Again, I'm not the only person who's said this. There's been a lot of commentaries and I guess comments on Reddit and stuff like that about, you know, hey, get this out of the game, or hey, change this, or something like that. It'd be cool if like, as you got more kills, your skin, your skin would kind of like evolve or something like that, or change colors. Maybe it starts off dark and then as you get more kills, it gets more and more bright. But like, even still, that's also a disadvantage. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's no real way of winning in this, but I don't know, man. The last thing I want to talk about is some Modern Warfare 2 news, because the third mode is going to be called DMZ. This is basically confirmed by leakers, the Ghost of Hope specifically. He says that the mode is going to launch in beta, and I made a video before on what DMZ is, but essentially it's kind of going to be like a Tarkov style thing where I don't even know, you know, it's just going to be Tarkov style. That's like the most we've known. The general public is not going to get their hands on it for a long time. It's a large mode. It's going to be tactical, so I don't know, man. Like, I don't think it's going to be fun. You know, the last side game mode that Call of Duty added that I actually thought was like okay was Face Off from Black Ops Cold War, and that's basically just because the pacing was really good in that game. In my personal opinion, don't crucify me here. I know some of you guys are getting ready to type right now. Most game modes that are not 6v6 or I guess 12v12 on 6v6 maps are not fun. All right, think about it, right? Like Gunfight, not really fun. Champion Hill, not that fun. You know, you're infected, you're all that stuff. Like, that stuff's fine, I guess. I don't want to say that's fun. I think it's fun when you're a kid, but like, you know, as someone who's kind of grown up at this point, played like actual, not competitive COD, but ranked play, Warzone, you know, it's more serious COD than like, you know, running around in team deathmatch, I guess. I feel like Ground War from Modern Warfare, what is that Fire Team Dirty Bomb from Cold War, like all these game modes, like, no, I'm not playing this. I just wish devs would just stop wasting their time on this, you know, like maybe there's some people who love it, but you know, for the most part, it's not going to do well on YouTube. It's not going to do well on Twitch. It's not going to help your game. Why do you insist on making these little side things that might, like, they might help out like the casual fan base to some extent, and some casual fans will really love it, but for the most part, people aren't going to enjoy this. Like, I can tell you before this already launches, nobody's going to want this super slow tactical mode. And again, I'm not even like that much of a hater, you know, like if you really wanted me to play Modern Warfare Ground War, I would. It's just not for me, you know, but I can see it being for other people. I get the appeal that, you know, they want to make game modes to appeal to new people. But I feel like you got a lot of new people at this point. I think your main goal is trying to get people to stay at this point. So, you know, lower the skill-based matchmaking, stop disbanding the lobbies, launch a game complete, you know, not, oh, we have to fix this, oh, patch update, we have to fix that. just launch a game complete and people will stay. More people will come when they hear it's a good game. All you got to do is look at Battlefield, look at Vanguard, look at Halo. Like, they're all games, but none of them are good. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's coming back to these games. Battlefield, I saw, had like, what, 2,000 players. Halo Infinite's deader than, I don't want to say what, but Halo Infinite is really dead. There's no content there. And Vanguard, I mean, you guys already know what I'm going to say about Vanguard. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. Just launch a game that's complete and that's fun and that appeals to like who your core audience is. You know, like, it's kind of like what I learned on YouTube, right? Like, I tried to upload a Pokemon video once, got like no views. I get, like, you want to branch out to get more people, but people are here already for you, you know, like, it's kind of the same way, you know. That's basically all I had to say for this video. If you enjoyed the gameplay or the commentary, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Leave in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Modern Warfare 2? Let me know in the comment section, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll see you guys later, and peace.